Hi, my name is Mark Murphy, and I'd like to tell you what God has done in my life, because I believe what God has done in my life, He can do in your life too. Growing up in Dublin had some very fond memories for me as a child growing up, a good upbringing, good family. But it was when I got to my teens that, things started to go a bit askew. The fascination with drink took over me. It took over my whole life. The dependency grew, the addiction grew, and with these also came many, many problems. Superficial emotional highs and depressing fuel lows. The whole thing that happens with alcohol is destruction. And I was being encapsulated by it. I was being driven by it. There was many incidences when my mother would have said to me that, I was drinking too much, that I had a problem, but I wasn't willing to recognize it. I was a young man. I was on a journey of partying, and, I was enjoying the lifestyle that I was in. It was 7 years ago, after a 5-day binge, that my mother found me in my living room, and she saw the state of our son. She saw the state that I was going through, the different periods of my life where she had tried to say to me before that I had a problem, that I totally rejected that. But this day something different had happened, because the night previous I had got down on my hands and knees, and for the first time in my life I realized that my life was it was going nowhere. I really had enough. I couldn't go on living like this anymore. I chose to cry out to God, to ask God for help. It was the first time that I chose to cry out to God, and I just said, God, if you are real, just show up. You got to help me, because I was at a crossroads in my life where I was having suicidal thoughts. By me being real with God, the first thing that happened to me was a total sense of liberation, a total sense of freedom. It was like something lifted in me. It was gone. It was finished. That I had confidence in knowing that the rest of my life was going to be drink-free and drug-free. And I remember walking into Victory the first day and just feeling the total peace, and all the questions that I've been looking for answers over the years were being fulfilled. The questions of was there God? Was there a God out there? Who was I? Why was I here? What's my purpose in life? I knew that this was being fulfilled right there and right then as I walked into Victory for the first time. Today I work in the youth in Victory, and I find it a great satisfaction personally for me to work with them and to offer them an opportunity not to go down the same road that I've gone down. I personally use the Word of God every day in my life to achieve things, and I'd just like to say that if anybody needs hope or a purpose in their life, get to know God, because like me, He can take you to places that you don't even know or dream about, and He can do things for you like He's done me.
3 years ago, we met a rather tearful young lady named Rebecca. But over the ensuing years, we have seen how the gospel has transformed her literally into that new creation. And here is her inspiring testimony.